Hi, I'm Kevin Crosley, and this is Executives in Golf Carts Having Fun. As president and CEO of Arc Herkimer, I take big swings for the organization, and one of those big swings was our acquisition of the MV Golf and Event Center. 175 acres of pristine property, 18 holes of golf, restaurant, bar, and an event tent overlooking the beautiful Mohawk Valley. Erik Geizer, welcome to the MV Golf and Event Center.
Kevin Crosley, nice to see you.
How are you, buddy?
Thanks for having me out here.
Absolutely, let's load you up.
All right.
So welcome.
Thank you. This is beautiful.
Thank you. Erik is the executive director of the Ark New York state office, and he has responsibility for all of the Ark chapters in New York State. And that is something we're going to be chatting about today, as well as a few other things, and see if we can also make maybe a couple of putts and maybe hit a couple of decent shots. What do you think?
I hope so. The way you describe me there sounds like I have a lot of responsibility.
It does, although I really, truly do know who you are, so I don't believe that we're going to go too big on this.
Good.
We'll try to keep it under control. But let's get our let's get our putters out here and see what we can do.
The Ark New York is the largest provider of supports and services for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities in the state, probably the country, and maybe even the world. I know that's kind of a crazy statement, but we serve 60,000 people.
Right, sure.
We do it through 36 chapters. Your chapter is one of them, and we operate in every county in the state. There's actually kind of two branches of the state office. There's, let's call it the chapter-facing support staff. We have about 20 staff who have a variety of functions, from compliance and finance and public relations and HR, and we are supporting all of our chapters across the state in their local efforts on all those fronts. That's a small part of the state office. The larger part is actually a very large special needs trust, which we run. We have about $100 million in assets under management. People can, shelter their personal assets and use those trusts to apply and qualify for benefits. So it's a very useful tool for folks who have special needs.
You know, it's a big boost for the individual organizations to receive that money from the trust and do great things with it. As a matter of fact, there's a number of things even here at the golf course that we have used the recreation money for.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So,
yeah, there's actually three components of benefits. One is it keeps chapter assessments to the state office to support us down, which everyone loves, right? Lower fees. We are able to give back through the fees we generate through our trust operation, recreational grants, which is probably what you're using a lot of those funds for. And then the third component is guardianship. Our trust really helps our guardianship programs because those are unfunded. There's no funding stream for that. So that's something that comes out of our trust, and to the extent, I think it's in the ballpark of $3 to $4 million a year we're able to invest back into the chapters.
One of the things that I know you've talked about are the three legs of the stool.
Yeah.
And I'd love to have you talk to us about that.
Sure. So when I applied for the job, and I knew this even before I applied for the job, there's really three components that make up the organization. There's the chapters who do the yeoman's share of the work. There's the state office and the support that we provide. And then there's our board of governors who provides the governance and oversight of the organization. And it's a complex organization. It's an amazing organization, but it's extremely large. There's a huge number of stakeholders. In many ways, Kevin, it's a little bit like a microcosm of the United States political system. We have chapters that are in rural counties and urban counties, and big chapters and small chapters and rich chapters and chapters that aren't.
Well,
So-
you had said before, I mean, there's a chapter in every county in New
Every
York
county.
State. So New York
county.
State's made up of a very variety of geographic regions. Let's put it that way.
So when we try to make a decision or do something for the organization, we are not going to get every chapter saying this is perfect for us.
Sure.
So
Hard to get 36 people
hard
to
to
agree
get
on anything,
on
right?
dinner even.
Yeah, right.
So that's been probably the biggest challenge is how do we move the organization as a whole forward when sometimes decisions aren't going to be liked by everyone the same way. First is it's about the people we support, and if a merger can make a chapter stronger and that will result in better services for the people we support, then I think that's our mission.
Sure.
And that's what we should be focused on. We also look for opportunities where there might be an executive director that's retiring or leaving for a different line of work, and we use those opportunities to see, hey, is there a good match out here? Does it make sense?
Yeah, well, it's working.
Yep.
Yeah, you are. You are. Look at you. Pretty handsome guy. Yeah, handsome guy.
Well, I played here last year, and
Our inaugural Arc Open, right?
inaugural Arc Open, and it was it really was a great day after what's been a very tough couple of years.
Yes.
I mean, between COVID and budget stuff and staffing challenges, the stress has been, off the charts. And just having an opportunity to get together as an organization and see each other in person, give each other a hug, have a few laughs, was really, I think, therapeutic.
And one of the prerequisites that I said all along is that this was for fun. We're not going to talk about staffing crisis and Medicaid and all the things related to our world. We're just going to get together and enjoy one another's company because we really hadn't had a lot of opportunity to do that in the last 3 years.
Yeah. Sir.
I want to officially thank you for coming and being part of our video series. It was great having you here today, and we are going to enjoy lunch.
Well, I want to thank you guys for a couple of reasons. One, having me out here and dealing with my golf game for a little bit, and also really being pretty innovative as a chapter and operating a golf course, which is something no other chapter does, and that's pretty unique.
It is unique. It has its challenges, but it certainly is unique. So we've been joined today by Lorene Bass and Tony Viscani, our two executive vice presidents, and they will do anything for a free lunch.